Well, on the day that Nigel Farage declared that the Brexit war is over, Prime Minister Boris Johnson and the EU confirming that a deal has been done. Whatever way you try to look at it, today is a historic day. After these negotiations, of course, having gone on and on and on, right at the last moment here, a deal which I always thought was more likely than not has been done. Going to bring you all the very latest in this report, guys. Please start off by hitting the subscribe button and the bell, and of course give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps me out as well. Just to give you a breakdown of what I think the key points are from what's been said so far today, and of course the devil is in the detail. We await to see what is actually in this deal. We hear it's around 500 pages, but 1,500 pages in total with annexes included in that. Boris Johnson tweeting that the deal is done. That was his first message out. And then in the press conference, hailing a great treaty, hailing a points-based immigration system, describing the deal as a Canada-style free trade deal outside the customs union, outside the single market, really driving home the point as well. The UK side keen to point out that it ends the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice, and that the share, and when it comes to fisheries, obviously a lot of concern about a sellout there. Boris Johnson saying that a share of fish for the British fishing industry will rise substantially over 5.5 years with no theoretical limit afterwards. And also talking about an investment in the British fishing industry, with the fishing industry getting a £100 million modernisation fund. Those are really the highlights, I think, of what Boris said in his statement. A parliamentary vote now to be held on the 30th of December, and that's of course the process where we will see the European Research Group, will see Brexiteer MPs, once this deal is released in full, really go through and see what has been agreed here. But that is interesting to see that Boris Johnson claiming that this is a Canada-style free trade deal. Now, as for Lord Frost, sometimes described as Frosty the No Man on this channel, he has been consistent in the things he said in terms of taking back sovereignty. And this was his statement today. Lord Frost saying, "I'm very pleased and proud to have led a great UK team to secure today's excellent deal with the EU," he says. "Both sides worked tirelessly, day after day, in challenging conditions to get the biggest and broadest trade deal in the world in record time. Thank you all who made it happen. Today's agreement," Lord Frost says, "does more than just deliver a zero tariff deal. It covers areas such as services, aviation, road transport, social security, health, fisheries, and crucially law enforcement." He said it allows us to participate in the Horizon Scientific Research Programme. And this is, I think, the crucial tweet from Lord Frost. "It also restores Britain's sovereignty in full. EU law ceases to apply. The jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice ends. There is no alignment with the EU rules," he says, "and our Parliament sets all laws for our country once again." He concludes by saying that our country begins a new journey as a fully independent country once again on the 1st of January. "Our future and our prosperity are in our hands. I am confident," Lord Frost concludes, "we will thrive and succeed." Now, as for the number 10 statement that went out a bit earlier, they had a few other things to note here. Deal is done. Everything that the British public was promised, they said, in 2016, in the 2016 referendum and in the general election last year, is delivered by this deal. We have taken back control of our money, borders, laws, trade, and our fishing waters, number 10 say. "The deal is fantastic news for families and businesses in every part of the UK. We have signed the first free trade agreement," they say, "based on zero tariffs and zero quotas that has ever been achieved. The deal was the biggest bilateral trade deal signed by either side, covering trade worth £668 billion in 2019. The deal also guarantees that we will no longer be in the lunar pool, as they describe it, of the EU. We are not bound by EU rules. There is no role for the European Court of Justice, and all our key red lines about returning sovereignty have been achieved. It means that we will have full political and economic independence on the 1st of January 2021. They go on to say in this statement, "A points-based immigration system will put us in full control over who enters the UK, and free movement will end. We have delivered this great deal for the entire United Kingdom," they say, "in record time and under extremely challenging conditions, which protects the integrity of our internal market and Northern Ireland's place within it. And they conclude by saying we have got Brexit done and we can now take full advantage of the fantastic opportunities available to us as an independent trading nation, striking trade deals with other partners around the world. Now, as for what the EU side have said, well, Ursula von der Leyen tweeted that it was worth fighting for this deal. We now have a fair and balanced agreement with the UK. It will protect our EU interests, she said, ensure fair competition and provide predictability for our fishing communities. Europe is now moving on. And interestingly enough, something I picked up Michel Barnier said, of course, the EU's chief negotiator, and his Euroguido report there is we regret that he said that we regret that the British government did not want to negotiate an agreement on foreign policy, defence and development. So that's where we are, guys. I know that the overwhelming sentiment on this channel has been for a clean break, for a no deal, and I know there will be some scepticism, rightly so, about what is included in this deal, but that is what the British government is saying. That is what the EU side is saying. Of course, as I said, the devil here is in the detail. This is going to be a pretty lengthy document. Not much time in terms of this going through Parliament. As I said, I believe the vote is going to be on the 30th of December. So we'll have to wait and see when that detail comes out, what is in it. You can rely on this channel, of course, to bring you the very latest after this is released in terms of the detail, and we'll see where we are. But I want to know from you guys, what do you make of this? Are you optimistic about this deal or not? Do you have faith that Boris Johnson has delivered with this deal or not? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about Nigel Farage's comments, if you've seen them as well? Posted a video earlier saying in his words that the war is over. Let me know what you're making of all of this, guys. And just to say as well, it's been a very tough year. I want to thank all of you for watching me here on the channel. It's been enormous growth in terms of subscribers and views, so I really do appreciate you watching the channel. I'm going to keep doing these videos. I'm going to keep doing them on Brexit and other issues, of course, as we head into the new year. Here to provide an alternative to you for mainstream media, so I do appreciate your kind comments. I appreciate your support, and of course I really do appreciate those of you who have become supporters, and have hit that join button. As I said, it's been a tough year. I thank you again for watching. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. I'll probably have 1 or 2 days off, and then the videos will be back, so do check back. But as I said, guys, Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching, and more from me once the detail of this deal has been released. Thanks for watching, and take care, guys.